How's it going, everybody? I'm going to be covering two topics in this video. I'm going to briefly cover Spirit Rest because there's not too much to be said about Spirit Rest because there's not much to be said about it. Spirit Rest is the new addition in this last patch to basically earn medals while offline up to 4 hours. You can nail it out twice a day if you are as meticulous as I am. I wake up about 9 to 10 a.m. I'll use it then, and I use it again at anywhere from 9 to 10 at night till 1 to 2 in the morning. And my schedule just permits me to be able to do that. So, anyways, what is Spirit Rest? It takes your best run ever and divides it out and gives you medals for it per minute. So, let's say you this is not exactly a beginner's thing, but it is used by beginners. It's more widely for the mid to late game players, but this is how the math is done. Let's say you take a run from 2000 to 4000 and it is 45 minutes long, and then you somehow get Tinky maxed out. Now, I know that's impossible, but don't worry about it because 4,000, not a worry. Now, your runtime goes from 45 minutes down to 30 minutes. Your your medals per minute would go up quite a bit, and that goes for every level. That from mine, from 4,900 to 8,300. If I were to do that in an hour, I would get my current because that's what it took for me to get there. I said it yesterday. But let's just say if I got from 4,900, let's just say 5,000 to 8,600, my Spirit Rest would go up if I got it within an hour. Now, that's just Spirit Rest. It's broken. I've literally, from the last time I did a video 2 weeks ago, I've jumped up almost 3D total. That's kind of nutty. Given I was 350 C, I think I was, so it's not quite exactly 3D, but it's close enough. Tomorrow it will be 3D. So yeah, it's broken. Higher metal buff helps it out quite a lot. Caters, like I said, caters more towards mid to end game players, but it's used by all players because it's awesome. It's what it is. Now, on to the next thing, artifacts. I was wrong in the last video. Artifact transing, you can only trans artifacts that you own, so it can be abused, which is awesome. What do I mean by that? You have to have 20 artifacts before you could transcend any artifacts. So, if you're lucky and you have 3 Immortals, 4 Abundance, 4 King of Beasts, and 3 Darkness, where is that? Right there. These ones. Those ones. These ones. Excuse me. Oh, not Immortal. These ones. And these ones. These are some of the best artifacts, if not the best artifact sets to have while transed. I would highly suggest transing till you get those before you buy any more, because the hands down, 100, the metal buffs for all trans item goes up, for all 6-star trans items goes up by times 3. The gold buff goes up a redundant, ridiculous amount. Why did I say redundant? Because it's just redundant to use it. But anyways, it's right there, 25B. It's amazing how strong it is. Now, same thing goes for any 6-piece 6-star set. The 2-piece buff is the most prized because it gives you 4B extra % attack. At any person at any level that gets that buff will go up a couple night levels, hands down. I've had people tell me that as soon as they got the 2 pieces transed from the core they're using, they went up 2 to 3 night levels, no problem. Some of them, they got lucky, and I told them, well, if you get these exact ones, which they had, they got all of them trans, they don't have to spend any more resources on transing because they're done with it for now, at least. Now, I know transing is expensive, but do not trans 5-star items, do not upgrade 5-star items at all. Save those materials for the 6 stars. That's simple as that. That's the only real advice I can give to newer players, because I've had people, I've trans 32 5-star artifacts till I got the one that I want. I'm like, you could have used all that material for something else, because that's a lot of gems. Not so much as honor, because it doesn't require honor coins, but it's still just not worth it because you will swap out all your 5-star artifacts with 6-star. Now, 7-star artifacts, congratulations, I have one, and I'm going to have the other one soon. As you can see, harping is in 133 out of 150, Gnome is 122, and Belial is 30 out of 150. So it's still going to be a while for Belial. I'll have a video up as soon as I get another one to tell you the other buffs that these things give, but they're right there. Never mind, they're not hidden anymore. Anyways, they give a lot. Other than that, really, that's about it. I covered it pretty quickly. The best artifacts to use pre-trans would be 3 6-star sets of any, and then Immortals and King of Beast. I think it is. That's what was best. But now, since artifact trans came out, the best artifacts to flat out use are Immortals, Abundance. Oh wow, they're all up here. Here we go. There we go. You got Immortals, you got Abundance, you got King of Beasts. Two out of the 4 Outlands, because this unit cost upgrade is the same thing as 2 level 70 artifacts fully upgraded for unit cost reduction. It helps out a lot. Now, what would I prioritize since the new update came out with the new last quest? In all honesty, I would go for more gold and more open cost reduction, because getting unit cost upgrade reduction is redundant now, because the last quest you can hit max gold level rather quickly. Before it used to be, let's just say I can get this quest to there, 100,000 I think it's at. It would be able to get me to 1,800, 1,950 on anyone. So that's quite a long ways, but keep in mind that I have 581 pet points, so I can go up almost another 600 levels. Now, you don't need to have unit cost reduction if you can hit max gold level. And with this addition of the new last quest, I'd say just go straight for open cost reduction or get the last quest open, because it is redundant to get unit cost upgrade, because as soon as you get that last quest, you're good all the way up to 2,250, because that's what I can get to within a minute of opening the last quest. And given it takes a couple, I think it's like 21D total, and then again my unit cost reduction amount is pretty high. Go to other right here. Yeah, 538B can be higher, but it also could be lower. But even if it was half that, or even a third of that, which it would be if I got rid of Outlands, I could still hit max gold level no problem. Just take maybe 2 more minutes longer, and that's not a big deal. But the total amount of gold you get from that last quest is pretty broken. So it shifted. The meta always shifts depending on where you're at in game. If you can hit your max gold level, don't worry about getting more gold, because you can hit max gold level, doesn't do you any good, get more damage. But these 2-piece out of the 6 sets completely break the game's damage in terms of where you're at. I mean, it does, I'll show you my damage, for instance. If I go to here, my attack power for Elf, if I upgrade everything and I put Elf support in, I can hit 100B plus percent attack. And then the crit damage is 30 something B, movement speed, attack range, if I get it up. Where's Elf at? It's only at 3.9B, but when I get everybody up with medals in them, it goes up quite a bit. So yeah, artifacts, the ones that are good, changed quite a bit from what they were to what they are now. It's not really a beginner's video. It's not really, this is more towards what you want to use. It will be any 6-piece set, any 2 6-piece sets. Outlands aren't really needed anymore, as long as you have a high enough open quest cost, which is, now better. It went from the second worst to now the to the second best. Other than that, I think that's all I got for this video. I covered Spirit Rest, and I covered the artifact transing and corrected my mistake from the old video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll link the Facebook page in the description, and y'all can go on that, and I'm there. There's a couple other dozen very experienced players that help out daily. Other than that, leave a comment, leave a like, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. You all have a good day, and thank you for watching.